black. Stephan Bonnar cock.
Let's do it.
All right, we got Anderson.
The Spider!
Silva, he's 32-4 versus Stephan.
He's not the natural pro killer. He's the American Psycho.
Bonnar, he's 14-7. Anderson, 59% of his wins by KO, 19% by submission. Bonnar, 20% by KO, 47% by submission. Alright, so when I first heard about this fight, I was pissed off. I'm like, man, this is fucking retarded. Why are we having this matchup?
Yes.
I've been thinking about it all this week, and I'm like, wow, this is going to be a really fun fight, because Stephan Bonnar, more than likely, this is his retirement fight, and this guy does not give a fuck. He's going to come across the cage like Chael Sonnen comes across the cage and just stand and bang it out.
You'll keep coming and coming.
Loads and loads. That's all about. And he's going to go out on a shield. He doesn't give a fuck.
I agree.
And a lot of people are saying, Bonnar's never been knocked out. Bonnar's never been submitted. Well, fucking Chris Lieben had never been knocked out until he ran into Anderson Silva, and he got knocked the fuck out. A lot of people are saying Anderson is going to be at a disadvantage strength-wise because of Stephan Bonnar. He's so much bigger. But I'd say look at the fight with Rich Franklin when first time Rich Franklin fought Anderson Silva, and he came back to his quarter after the first round. He's like, man, I can't believe how strong that guy is. And Franklin's a big fucking dude, so...
not as big as Stephan Bonnar?
I don't know. I think, well, he's got juice power. He did test positive once. I'm just saying.
Not recently.
But at some point. And for your going out fight, do you give a fuck if you're going to test positive? Probably not. You still got to cut the weight. Baby. You still got to cut the weight.
You do.
So I still think Anderson will be stronger. He will still be faster. This is his third. I think his third fight at 205, and he's absolutely destroyed everybody else that he's fought at 205. From James Irvin, who lasted I think all about 11 seconds. Forrest Griffin, who lasted all about 3 minutes. He started doing fucking Matrix shit, and he's like miss, jab, knockout, dropping them left and right. I think the one thing that we've said is a guaranteed is Stephan Bonnar is going to fucking bleed. He's going to bleed like a stuck pig, and he loves it. He's going to keep coming forward, but I think it's a fun fight. I don't think anybody picks Bonnar to win. Maybe someone sitting across from me might, but I think this is a breeze fight for Anderson, especially in Brazil. He's not going to let his home country down, his fans down. He's going to deliver on the biggest stage possible for him. Is he going to finish him? Yes. Which round? I don't know. Leaning towards the second, but Bonner's going to eat his first knockout.
Think so?
Into retirement.
Okay.
And then go into broadcasting and take Kenny Florian's job forever and permanently.
Maybe. If we're lucky. I've been torn on this thing.
Yeah.
I really everything on paper, like you said, says Anderson Silva should destroy Stephan Bonnar. Here's the thing, though. I mean, a guy who's on his last fight, a guy who is very, I want to say like cerebral when it comes to his approach on fighting. A guy like Bonnar, he knows how to slug, but at the same time, I think he does it intelligently because he understands like. There are times when you want to slug, and there are times where you're just entertaining.
You want to hug.
Yeah, you want to hug.
It's all good. It's like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Like a warm blanket.
But I mean, I feel like he's stronger. He has more power. He's maybe smarter, but he's not faster. He's not more technical, and he's also not a better overall martial artist. But these things. It's weird. This is a 3-round fight. Anderson Silva doesn't have to cut weight. Bonnar's going to come in probably at like 230 or some ridiculous like weight. The guy looks huge recently. Never been knocked out. Never been stopped. Never been submitted either, right? Right. Never been stopped.
The two TKO losses he has are from doctor stoppages from cuts.
Thank you. So I feel like Anderson, given what I know about him in the last few years, where you look at the Damian Maia fight, he was tired, man. That guy got tired in that fight, and I think Maia didn't push the pace enough. Where I think you can tire Anderson down in a round or two. I think you can if you force him to engage like Chael Sonnen did. If you force him to pressure, and I think Bonnar is going to come out. I think he's not going to want to play the Anderson Silva. Let you rest for like a minute and figure out the range and get my whole feeling thing. I think he's going to go balls to the wall, like you said. It's his last fight, probably. Why not?
He's got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
That's why this is going to be awesome.
In Brazil, go for broke. I'm getting knocked out, or I'm going to finish somebody's ass.
Sure.
And I feel like he shocks the world in the first round, and he probably tags Silva once or twice, and it's going to go 3. And I think sometime in the third round, Silva's going to get tired, and Bonnar's going to finish. I think Bonnar knocks out Anderson Silva.
Good for you.
In Brazil.
Good for you.
Knocks him out cold in the third round.
He's going to get murdered if that happens.
He should get murdered. But I'm going to say. I'm going to say he doesn't. I'm just saying, just in case he doesn't, I wouldn't be the one that was right.
Oh my God.
But it is, you're right, it's fun. I agree with you. I was like, fuck this fight. This is ridiculous. But as it's like a week out, I'm kind of thinking.
We need some more uneven fucking fights.
Why not?
Because you know what? When we have two guys that are so evenly matched, what happens? It usually goes to a fucking boring decision.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a little mismatch. What the hell? Get some freak show
Yeah.
shit. Let's go.
Is this a segue, too, for Anderson Silva fighting at 205?
Sure.
Again?
Well, here's a weird thing. Stephan Bonnar is now in the Vitor Belfort Club, where he'll be one of the only guys who have fought John Jones and fought Anderson Silva. Now Bonnar is stepping into there, who has fought John Jones and now who will fight
Yeah, and he went the
Anderson
distance
Silva.
with Jones. Jones is, granted, Jones wasn't the champ
he was
back
still
then.
a little
He was still coming up
fresh.
and whatever, but,
He
he's
got
still
destroyed.
dangerous. He did, but
Spinning elbow.
he made the 3, he lasted the distance. So, I don't know, this is interesting.
It is.
Anderson's getting old. He was like 37, right?
I didn't write it down. I think 36 or 37.
It's really weird.
And it was weird. I'm looking back at the stats, to see, when Bonnar and Griffin both came into the UFC. What year was that? 2007? It's 2005 or 2007, somewhere around there. But Jesus Christ, to think it was that long ago. Watching them both have their first fight to a point now where both of the guys are a fight or two away from retirement. Shit moves fast. It's ridiculous.
It does.
Man.
The life of a fighter. And I think Bonnar may be less wear and tear than Griffin even. Griffin's been in some wars.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem normal anymore. I don't know.
Well, yeah. He's flighty.
Something wrong with that guy.
He likes to run.
He does.
And his mouth. I'm just saying.
So the 8-ball.
So, you got Bonnar. I got
Bonnar,
Silva.
third round knockout.
Taking a safe pick. And Magic 8-ball is also taking Anderson
The Spider.
Silva. Nice. Deal with it. Deal with it.
He should win.
He should.
But you